Who would be the best? This me or this me?
I would definitely say.
You practice posing in shorts?
I mean, I could get naked if you want me to.
I don't want to see that.
I don't have anything.
You don't have to do it with me. But when you practice normally, do you have shorts on or?
No, I usually wear boxers.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm free balling today.
Fair enough.
Per usual.
Per usual. Hanging out with the trolley too much. This one I would bring this arm and lap, but try to keep your waist out. Like not
Try
how
to
like,
rotate at the hips
like
more?
if your waist is turned like this, but try and rotate the upper body more.
Okay.
But keep your hips where they were.
So like hips, like.
In the same spot they were.
Okay.
When you hit, especially when you hit that. And try and get rotate it up so you're showing that. Because if you get too stuck like over here, you want to make sure that your arm's fully rotated and your chest is up when you're hitting a vacuum.
Okay.
When you hit do your front double again, put your left leg forward where you're leaning both, like your whole body with the angled back. It doesn't look horrible on you. I've never seen anyone hit it. It's like,
Does it look weird?
no, not really, no. Most people were like, their right arm will be forward and then they'll twist like kind of the other way almost. But it looks,
Am I doing it backwards?
What? No, it doesn't matter. There's no right way. It's just what looks best on you.
Okay.
Just never seen someone hit it like that. I would just.
I mean, if it, you won't hurt my feelings if it
No,
looks
I'm
shitty.
not. I'm not worried about hurting your feelings. I'm just interested in watching it. I'm worried with. It's really hard to tell, but when you like dehydrate and get fully peeled, if your leg is that straight out, it might look like long and skinny.
Okay.
You know, like it's so sometimes you want to like that's why normal people like that looks good in classic poses and that just so like look pretty, but in a front double you're still a butt, you don't want to look skinny, you know? So if you're starting to get leaner and your leg is all the way out here and it's like thinning out instead of if they're like closer together and your adductors are closer to touching so there's no gap. But like if you pose in classic physique shorts and there's a gap between your thighs here, you don't really want that.
Okay.
So
should I like try to go like more straight up with it though?
Well, I'm not sure what your adductors are going to look like when you lean out and wear proper posing shorts.
Okay.
That's why I was asking if you practice in them. Because right now all this bunch of shorts is like it's hiding the potential gap between your legs. It's just like that's just leaving a lot of exposure out there unless your fucking adductors are huge, you know?
How do you do a front roll? Like how do you set up like from
I'm kind of the opposite. My right foot's a little bit more forward, but I'm like this.
Okay.
So I like get my adductors to like almost touch here. And both my feet are flat.
Okay.
So like you're just the other way around, but your leg is a little further out, I think.
Okay.
So maybe even as you practice and you're getting leaner, if you start to notice that, just consciously try and like bring your foot in a little closer so there's no gap between your thighs. Just to like enlighten
I see what
you.
you're saying, yeah.
Try bringing your feet a little more like, just put your feet where you have them. That's so maybe a little bit very slightly in. Both of them's less than that, and that one a little bit in too. Like that. And instead of your feet being out, rotate the knees so you're like pushing out.
Like twist my knees out?
Yeah. And hit a little bit more straight on. I can't. If I hit it straight on, I don't even look good. I'm the same thing. I'm kind of like here, and my hips are a little twisted. It's throwing me off so much because I do the reverse of you.
Okay.
You hit it like this, I hit it like that. So
I feel like I do everything backwards.
there's no right way of doing it. And at least when you're doing mandatories, I would still try and keep these arms like
Level.
level.
Okay.
At least for mandatories. When you're in a routine or hitting something like for fun, then add whatever flair you want.
Do whatever.
But I see some guys like pro stage like trying to hit like this for a front double, like so crooked to be classic, but like it it doesn't look good when someone else is beside you and they're wider and like straight ahead, you know?
Off my Breon.
He hits it pretty straight during mandatories. Just a lot of hip.
With his my side chest.
Alright.
So the grant the fucking.
Oh my god, dude. He goes all the way down. Wait, do it again.
That way you have to do it.
And it's just like, I don't know, it's just something that like helps me like drag my hammy across. So I'll just be like,
Dude, do not do that.
I only do when I fuck around posing.
Try and bring that. Doing your feet right. Try leaning a little like, this is an over exaggeration, but like lean a little bit more like that and then turn. Just a little more like that. Step out there, that first impression, I don't know how they do it. They either do just in order 5 people at a time, or for whatever, how I don't know how they do it for amateurs anymore. But like that's when you want to just step out there and like fucking just like confidently, but as like big as you can, hit that vacuum and stand there. And then like you're probably gonna get tired. So like the next one, still hold it, but like don't hold your breath as much.
Relax.
Just do like, know how there's like that vacuum?
Yeah.
And then you can just like pull up and breathe with it.
Yeah.
But just like always keep that tight. But just that first one, make sure you're huge.
Okay.
Yeah. You got if you can hold it as long as you can, but like obviously you're holding your breath. You can't hold that for fucking 30 seconds. Now breathe without letting your stomach go. Stay in it.
Fuck.
So when you breathe, pull it in on your belly button. So lean forward there. Yeah. You still look good being able to stand up normal. Just like try and stay like that.
Okay.
You hit it like, and then like when I practice vacuums, like when I practice them now, I do it, I hold it, and then it's just, and then like back. But the whole time you want to keep pulling in or your abs tight. Like vacuum, and then go to like ab flex, and then back to vacuum. But never just like,
Yeah.
even when you're practicing, never relax. Yeah, no pregnant bellies.
Oh my god.
But no, I mean, your front relax looks good. Can you like try and like right now you're kind of like leaning back. Try and like almost like you're pushing your back out and then lean a little bit. It's the hardest fucking thing in the world to explain. It took me 5 years to hit my back double bicep properly. The people with high lat insertions, it's always harder. But like, you're kind of like pulling down with your lat and then like pushing like your chest up here.
Okay.
To lift your chest up, almost like you're vacuuming without vacuuming. That feeling.
That's fucking weird.
It's super weird. It's so hard to explain. But know how like when you're like, I'm trying to like show you like, know how when you vacuum you pull and then you kind of do this.
Yeah.
Try and like do that. So that's what's leaning you backwards, and then like pull down on that. I don't even know if we did the vacuum the same, so it might not make any sense. I mean, it looks good like that. Lean back a little more, but
Like one off to the side, or like you just
the middle,
Just
the
the middle.
stage middle, yeah. Like if they line you up and like the judges are over there and you're on the far end, then I'll literally just like stand like this on stage and like point out the middle of the yeah. But like the same like pull up and like underneath your rib cage, put your arms underneath there.
That's
and
how
lift
he
your chest
used
up
to
like
hit
that.
it. That's how he used to hit it.
What?
You used to hit it like that back in the day. Like when I first met him, back when we both lived in Jersey,
Really?
that's how he hit it.
So old school Arnold way of hitting. Don't even vacuum that much. Just like create the gap for your arm. And lift your chest up. Move big around. Keep that arm straight down now. Chest up.
That looks absolutely filthy on this thing.
I think if you play with that, I think that makes your chest look way bigger.
Does?
Like you look wide as shit this way. Like even look at me right now. If I were to hit it like you, if I were to hit like crunching down my abs, you look wider than me right now. Whereas you turn sideways, look how much bigger I look now.
Yeah. So I should
if
just
did
like
this.
stay up like this.
You don't want to do too much so it's awkward, but just that perfect way so that you're like, show this chest is up, you're pushing this chest forward. And don't pull this arm too far back, it starts to look a little awkward. It's more of like a straight arm down, and then like.
Right. So, what do you think his strongest pose is, and then his weakest pose?
Everything is shit.
No, but like from what?
Weakest pose right now, I'd say the back double bicep.
Yep, that's
Agreed.
agreed.
Yeah.
This is a very common theme amongst
Body.
small waist, high rib kit, high lat insertion.
Oh.
So that's why you look
okay.
sick in like a front lat, front relaxed, like that.
Yeah.
One arm pose, all that stuff, because your lats are so high, they just like. But then from the back, that means they're inserted higher, so they're not as thick.
Mhm.
Usually, because they're inserted like up your back instead of down here and out. So that's just gonna take time. It took me until 2020 to have it back, like 2 years ago. Yeah, but personally, I'd rather have high lats than low lats.
Yeah.
Rather look in a front lat than a back lat. There's no back lat in classic.
What's your favorite pose of his?
Favorite pose? That side chest was starting to look good, and obviously the signature Vaughn pose, your classic pose,
Yeah.
is dope.
Sour as fuck.
Sour as fuck.
New flavor.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to say that?
Sour as fuck? Yeah,
No. Like, are we allowed to say that? New flavors coming?
yeah, it's his flavor.
Sour as fuck. June 15th, right?
No, is
No,
that?
we already that fast.
Oh, fuck.
You're dead. Prep's fucking you up. Chest workout done. Chris is small. Thank you for the tips. Love you. See you at work tomorrow.
That's about it.
Yeah, I
So,
just
yeah.
ran his outro for him.
We just wrapped up chest, ran us through fucking killer workout. I'm dead. Especially because fucking I was sick. Don't tell him. But yeah, feeling dead right now.
That's probably true.
You better hope it's not.
Cast, too. Finished the workout. Gave me some posing tips. Really appreciate that, by the way. I needed it. But yeah, that's the video.